welcome to sea. We have transformed into a boat. I'll talk more about how that happened later, but first I want to tell you guys where we are. So everything to your right, to your left, and behind you is owned by the king. It's royal grounds, and it's called Djurgården. Djurgården directly translates to animal yard, and the name comes from that this used to be the king's private hunting area. This is where he used to hunt for fun. The blue gates that you can see in the beginning of the park, which we'll pass later too, are actually a reminder of that this used to be that. So it's protected by 2 golden reindeer. But then in the 1700s, we had a king named Adolf Fredrik who did not like hunting very much. So he decided to open up Djurgården to the public, and the social life here started to flourish. Today, Djurgården markets herself as Scandinavia's #1 attraction. And that bridge that you see in front of us, the one that we passed earlier, has 3,000 people walk onto Djurgården every hour during high season. So in June and July, there are a lot of people in Djurgården. And then what about Estelle? What about what we're sitting in right now? So from the beginning, she was a regular Volvo truck that we bought new from a factory and shipped over to the States. In the US, there is a man named John who claims he knows everything about amphibious vehicles. So he dismounted the whole truck and put together this aluminum kind of skeleton we're sitting in. Skeleton. Sorry. Then he put the pieces back that he needed from the truck, and then over back to Sweden, this is what we got. So there is a joystick on the left side of the captain that's connected to a rudder in the back. The rudder is like a fin, so it acts like that as we're in the water and steers us at sea. There's also a propeller back there that pushes us forward. And a lot of people ask me what happens to the wheels when we go into the water. Does anyone know? I thought that they fold up into it because I've seen so many action movies, but that stuff doesn't exist for real, apparently. We had a lady last week who knew exactly what happened to them. She was like, the wheels keep spinning. That's what pushes us forward, right? No, that's not what happens. We go into the water and then we switch over to boat mode. The wheels lock. They stay the same, but we can still move them. So if the rudder was ever to break, we can actually steer the boat with the steering wheel as well. And then we only have one engine on board. It's a 250 horsepower diesel engine that gives power to the propeller in the water and then to the wheels on land. Så det här var ju då alltså en Volvo lastbil i grunden som vi köpte ny från fabrik och skeppade över till USA. Och i USA så bor en högst stödda man vid namnet John som kan allting om amfibiefordon enligt honom själv. Så han tog ju då isär hela den här lastbilen och monterade ihop det här aluminiumskrovet. Sen tillbaka med delarna han behövde från lastbilen och sen över till Sverige. Så finns det då en joystick här till vänster om kaptenen kopplad till en rodder bak i akten. Sen så finns det en propeller där bak som driver Estelle framåt. Många frågar vad som händer med hjulen och då är svaret till det ingenting. De låser sig bara i sin plats. Och sen så är det då en 250 hästars dieselmotor som ger kraft till propellern i vattnet och sen till hjulen på land. So a lot of people ask me, no they don't, Scandinavia's #1 attraction for the reason that they have most of the best museums in Stockholm. The Nordic Museum, the Vasa Museum, bless you, the Museum of Spirits and Alcohol, the ABBA Museum. It also houses the world's first open-air museum, Skansen. And Skansen, you can visit a lot of Nordic animals and see a lot of Nordic traditions, but ever since 1979, a show has been broadcasted from there that has become a part of Swedish culture. And basically what it is, it's a sing-along show. So we sit in front of our TVs every Tuesday and just sing along with it for an hour. That's it. And I'm not going to try and sell you this because quite frankly you can't. I'm just going to play you the intro song to the show, which is basically a love song and a tribute to Stockholm. And to our foreign guests, I'm sorry if the Swedes do start to sing along.
Spelar i konst och glas.